Hello students, in this video we will start the new chapter. We will study thoroughly about the new chapter relations and functions. Okay, so basically in the very beginning we will study about the relations, and furthermore we will study the functions. In relations we will study what is ordered pair of the elements, what is the Cartesian product of the two sets, what is the Cartesian product of the three sets, and the examples and the problems, number of the problems. And later on we will study the definition of the relation. Definition of the relation. What are the relations in the mathematics? And types of relations. Types of relations. And after that we will study some practical problems on the relations and the ordered pair of the elements and the Cartesian product of the 2 and 3 sets. Okay. So in the very beginning I would like to start the concept with the basic definition of the ordered pair. Ordered pair. Suppose if P and Q are any two sets, non-empty sets. Suppose that if P and Q are any two non-empty sets, then the ordered pair is nothing but the group of two elements. The group of two elements written using this brackets, and with some proper relation. Okay, so what is that? The ordered pair, if P and Q are any sets, if P and Q are the any sets, then the ordered pair is the group of the element is the pair of the element written using the brackets. The group of the elements written using the brackets and grouped in some particular order, and grouped in the particular order. And grouped in the particular order. You can see the pair of the elements written in the brackets. So generally we use the brackets. In this bracket the elements will be written. And these elements are written in the brackets, and this complete term I can say that this is an ordered pair. Provided the ordered pair element x comma y, provided for all x must be an element of the first set and y must be an element of the second set. This is very important. So the ordered pair element x comma y, this ordered pair element x comma y is nothing but the ordered pair element, where x must be an element of the first set, y must be an element of the second set. Next we will study what is the Cartesian product of the two sets. Cartesian product of the sets. Okay. So basically the Cartesian product of the sets is nothing but the number of relations from one set of elements to the another set of elements. Okay. That is, if the elements of some set are related by some mathematical condition with the elements of the another set, then I can say that there is a product, I can say that Cartesian product. And the Cartesian product of the any two sets is given by if P and Q are any two non-empty sets, if P and Q are any two non-empty sets, then the Cartesian product then the Cartesian product is given by P cross Q. The Cartesian product, cross will be indicating the Cartesian product of the sets. P cross Q containing set of all ordered pair elements x comma y, such that each x must be an element of the first set P and each y must be an element of the second set Q. Each x must be element of the set P and y must be element of Q. And I can say here that this P cross Q is called the Cartesian product of the two sets. Is called as the Cartesian product of the two sets. Where the x comma y is called the ordered pair. The ordered pair element. Remember that each element in the Cartesian product is compulsorily the ordered pair. Every element in the P cross Q is in the form of the ordered pair. There is no single element, there is no indivisible element. Each element of the Cartesian product of the two sets is always in the form of the ordered pair, where the first element is always belongs to the first set P. Second element y is always belongs to the second set Q. Px belongs to P, y belongs to Q. If the Cartesian product of any two sets is a null set, provided any one of the set might be empty set. If Cartesian product of any two set is null set, if and only if either P is Q, either P is a null set or Q is a null set. Remember that the condition is whenever the Cartesian product of two sets P and Q is a null set, provided P is a null set or Q is a null set. That it indicates that if either the set P is empty or the set Q is empty, there should not be any more relation between the elements of one set, and as it is another set will be empty. Therefore, the concept of relating the elements is not possible. Therefore, the Cartesian product of these two sets will be empty set. That is, no elements are available in the Cartesian product of such sets if any one of the set is empty set. Okay. One of the example is write the Cartesian product of the sets P containing the elements 1, 2, Q containing the elements 3, 4. So let's try to find the Cartesian product. Solution. So we just know the definition of by definition. What is the definition? By definition, the Cartesian product of the two sets P cross Q, which containing set of all ordered pair elements x, y, such that x must be element of P and y must be element of Q. It means we have to relate the maximum element, each element of the first set P relates to every element of the second set Q. So let us try to find. So according to the given, what is given? Given is the set P is 1, 2 and set Q containing 3, 4. Then the Cartesian product. P cross Q contains the ordered pair elements 1, 3. You can see 1 belongs to P, 3 belongs to Q. 1, 4. 1 belongs to P, 4 belongs to Q. Similarly, come back to the element 2, 2, 3, 4. Now that's the end of the relation. You can see here that each element of the set P are related to every element of the set Q non-repeatedly. You can see 1, 3, 1 relates 3, 1, 4, 1 relates 4, 2, 3, 2 relates 3 and 2 relates 4. So this is called as the Cartesian product of the two sets. I recall again, the Cartesian product of the two sets P and Q, where P and Q are non-empty sets, is nothing but the set of all ordered pair elements x, y, such that x belongs to P, y belongs to Q. X belongs to P and y belongs to Q. You can also work out this for find the Cartesian product of the two sets containing 1, 2, 3 and the set B equals to 4 and 5. You can work out this as a homework. You can take it as a homework. Find the Cartesian product of these sets. I tell the hint. Each element of the set A must be taken relation with the every element of the set B and written in the ordered pair form. Each element in the Cartesian product of the two sets are of the form ordered pair. They are always of the ordered pair form. Okay students, so I have written on the board some more important points to be noted here. That in general, A cross B is called as a universal relation. What do you mean by A cross B is called as a universal relation? Why it is 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 called universal relation? That is because the Cartesian product A cross B contains maximum number of the elements because it has a collection of the ordered pair elements in which each element of the set A relates to the every element of the set B. Therefore, it consists of biggest set. I can say universal set. Therefore, A cross B is a universal set. A cross B is universal set. Similarly, if A cross B is found to be a null set, empty set or void set, okay, if A cross B is empty set or void set, I can say that either A is empty set or B is empty set because there is no possibility of relating any elements because one of the set is empty. If one of the set is empty, the Cartesian product is also empty set. A cross B equals to 5 is called as the void relation or null relation. Void relation or null relation. Next point. Two ordered pairs are said to be equal. Two ordered pairs are said to be equal if corresponding first elements are equal. If their corresponding first elements are equal and the second elements are equal. That is, first element of the first ordered pair must be equal to first element of the another ordered pair. Then only they are equal ordered pairs. Second element of the first ordered pair must be equal to second element of the second ordered pair. Therefore, then only they are equal ordered pairs, or ordered pairs are said to be equal. Okay? Remember this. Next point will be, if the number of elements of the non-empty set A is P, if the number of elements of the non-empty set A is P and number of elements of the set B is Q. Okay, I repeat, if number of elements of the set A is P, number of elements of the set B is Q, then if we take the Cartesian product of two sets A and B, then what are the total number of elements of A and A cross B? What are the total number of elements of the Cartesian product A cross B? That is, if n of A is P and n of B is Q, then the total number of the elements of the Cartesian product A cross B is always P into Q. Is always P into Q, which is number of elements of the set A into number of elements of the set B. P into Q. P into Q. The next point is, if A and B are finite, if A contains countable number of elements, if B contains countable number of elements, or I can say if A and B are finite, then A cross B is also finite. If A and B contains finite number of elements, then the relation exists between the A and B, the Cartesian product of the two sets A and B containing the finite number of elements. Containing the finite number of elements. Containing the finite number of elements. Or else, either A or B is infinite. If any one of the set is infinite set, either A is infinite or B is infinite, then the Cartesian product of these two sets is also infinite. Is also infinite. Is also infinite. Is infinite. The Cartesian product of these two sets is also infinite. You can note down these 2 points, these 4 points, and 2 more points are there. 2 more points are there. Okay students, I told you there are two more points. So let's see. A cross A cross A. A cross A cross A is called as the Cartesian product of the three sets. The Cartesian product of the three sets. Cartesian product of the three sets. Because of all the three sets are same, because all the Cartesian product of the three sets A, all three sets are same, I can use another word. I can say the Cartesian triple product. Cartesian triple product. Okay, and how to find the Cartesian product of the three sets or Cartesian triple product is the Cartesian triple product of the any three sets. The Cartesian triple product of the any three sets is given by P cross Q cross R containing the ordered triplets. Remember these words, ordered triplets. The Cartesian product of the three sets containing the ordered triplets. You can say if there are two elements, ordered pair. If there are two elements in the bracket, I can say it's the ordered pair. If there are three elements in the bracket, I can say ordered triplet. Ordered triplet. Triple stands for three elements. So ordered triplets, which contains the ordered triplet PQR such that the first element P belongs to the first set P, the second element Q belongs to the second set Q, the third element R belongs to the third set R. So this is the condition. Each first element of the ordered triplet belongs to the first set P, each second element belongs to the second set Q, and each third element belongs to the third set R. So in this way, we will study the Cartesian product of the two sets as well as the Cartesian product of the three sets. Cartesian product of the three sets. Note down this. Okay students, so let us solve some problems based on these concepts. Based on the definition of the ordered pair, based on the definition of ordered triplet, based on the definition of the Cartesian product of the two sets, based on the definition of the Cartesian product of the three sets, Cartesian triple product. Now we will trying to solve some examples. Let's see that. First one, if the ordered pair elements x plus 1 comma y minus 2 equals to ordered pair element 3 comma 1, then find the value of x and y. Then find the value of x and y. Okay. So solution as per the definition. So what is given? We will write the given that x plus 1 comma y minus 2 equals to 3 comma 1. By the definition, what is the definition given? By definition, I write in another way. If x comma y is equals to a comma b, by definition, what is that? X must be equals to a and y must be equals to b. It means x must be equals to a and y must be equals to b. That leads to the definition of equality of the two ordered pairs. Equality of the ordered pairs. That is, two ordered pairs are said to be equal if and only if their first order pairs are corresponding first order pairs are equal and correspondingly second order pairs are equal. Okay. So let us follow the same rule here. According to that formula, according to that definition, the first element of the first order pair is x plus 1, which must be equals to 3. That implies x equals to 2. The 3 minus 1 is 2. And according to definition, each second elements are equal. Y minus 2 is the second element here, and here y is 1. That implies y equals to 1 plus 2 is 3. Therefore, x equals to 2 and y equals to 3 are the values of the x and y which suits the ordered pair elements. So let's please verify. Substitute x equals to 2 and y equals to 3 in this. If you put x equals to 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 is there. You will get the same number on either side. Then only order pairs are equal. Substituting y equals to 3, 3 minus 2 is 1. You can see there is a 1. It means ordered pairs are equal for, these ordered pairs are equal for x equals to 2 and y equals to 3. One more example. If the set P contains A, comma B, comma C, Q contains R, form the Cartesian product P cross Q as well as Q cross P. You have to find the Cartesian product P cross Q as well as Q cross P. And he is asking again, are these two Cartesian products are equal? The Cartesian products what we are going to obtain, we have to observe both the products. Then we have to decide whether those two are same or not. Let's solve this. Solution. Okay. So first one we want to solve the Cartesian product of P cross Q. So what is the P elements? A, B and C cross what is the second set Q? Q is R element, right? So let us find the Cartesian product of these two sets. As I told you, each element of the first set P relates to every element of the second set Q. Therefore, let's relate all elements of the P with every element of the Q. A relates R, A comma R. B relates R, B comma R. C relates R, C comma R. So that is the end of the Cartesian product. So AR, BR and CR are the elements of the P cross Q. Similarly, we will go for Q cross P. Q cross P. What is the set Q? Set Q contains R. Cross P is A comma B comma C. So let us find this. R relates A, R comma A. R relates B, R comma B. R relates C, R comma C. Now we can observe P cross Q as it is Q cross P. A comma R is not here. B comma R is not here. C comma R is not here. Or in another way, R comma A is not here. R comma B is not here. R comma C. All elements are not equal. All elements are unique and different. Therefore, P cross Q and Q cross P, or I can say P cross Q is not equals to Q cross P. P cross Q is not equals to Q cross P. Note down this. So let's start solving the problems in the exercise. The first exercise of the chapter is 2.1. Question number 1. If x by 3 plus 1 comma y minus 2 by 3 is equals to the another order pair 5 by 3 comma 1 by 3, then find the values of x and y. Okay, we know the definition of the ordered pair equality. The two ordered pairs x comma y and a comma b are said to be equal if and only if x equals to a and y equals to b. So this is the definition. If the each first elements of the ordered pairs are equal, and if each second elements of the ordered pairs are equal, then those two ordered pairs are said to be equal. That is the definition we know. Okay. So using the same definition, let us solve this problem. So solution will be. So according to definition, the first element x by 3 plus 1 must be equals to 5 by 3, and the second element y minus 2 by 3 must be equals to the second element 1 by 3. So let us find the value of x by 3. X by 3 equals to 5 by 3 minus 1, that is equals to 5 minus 3 by 3, which is 2 by 3. That leads to x equals to 2. That leads to x equals to 2. Similarly here, y equals to 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3, which leads to 3 by 3, which is 1. So y equals to, that implies y must be equals to 1. So x and y values are, x value is 2, y value is 1. Second example. If a set A has 3 elements and set B is equals to 3, 4, 5, the elements of the sets B is given, but the number of elements of the set A is given. Note down here, the number of elements of the set A is given, whereas the elements are also given in the set B. Then find the number of elements of the set B. Find the number of elements of the set B. Okay. So solution. So what we know, we have 6 nodes. In that node, I have told you that. So what we know, we know that if n of A is P and n of B is Q, if n of P is Q, then n of A cross B is PQ. This we know. Okay, this is already there in our knowledge that n of A cross B, the number of elements of the Cartesian product A cross B is PQ. So let us use the same concept. So what has been given in the problem? It is given in the problem that number of elements of the set A is 3. A has 3 elements. Number of elements of the set B are also 3. You can count the number of elements. One element, second element, third element. There are three elements. N of A, N of B. Let's use the same formula to calculate the number of elements of the A cross B. Therefore, N of A cross B. Therefore, N of A cross B is equals to P into Q. P into Q, which is 3 into 3, which is 9. There are totally 9 elements are there in the Cartesian product of the two sets A and B. Or also, can you guess what are those 9 elements? Yes, definitely these 9 elements are in the ordered pair, because we have an idea of definition that the A cross B contains only ordered pair elements. The A cross B contains only ordered pair elements. Therefore, N of A cross B is 9. There are totally 9 elements are there in the ordered pair, that is Cartesian product A cross B. Okay students, the next question is third question. If the set G has 7, 8 elements, if the set H has 5, 4, 2 elements, if the set H has 5, 4, 2 elements, need to find the Cartesian product G cross H and the Cartesian product H cross G. So let's do this. So by definition, what is given? Given is what has been given to us? Given that the set G containing the elements 7, 8 and the set H containing the elements 5, 4 and 2. So first one is the G cross H. So let's write the elements of G and H. The elements of G are 7, 8 cross the elements of the H are 5, 4 and 2. Okay. So let's find the Cartesian product. So 7, 5, 7 relates 5, 7 relates 4, 7 relates 2. What is the element left? 8. 8 relates 5, 8 relates 4 and 8 relates 2. So this is the G cross H. Second one, H cross G. So what are the elements of H? 5, 4 and 2 cross the G elements are 7 and 8. So let's find the Cartesian product of these two sets. So let's start relating. 5 relates 7, 5 relates 7, 5 relates 8, 5 relates 8, 4 relates 7, 4 relates 7, 4 relates 8, 4 relates 8. Similarly 2 relates 7, 2 relates 7 and 2 relates 8 and 2 relates 8. You can see here that the maximum number of the elements, each element is related to every element of the second set. Maximum number of the relations are written here. Therefore, these two are called as the Cartesian product of G cross H and H cross G. Okay. Okay students, so one more example is there. State true or false for the following statement. There are statements given here. We have to state whether it is true statement or false, and if the statement is false, then we have to write the correct statement. Write the correct statement for the false statement. Right? First one. If the set P equals to m comma n and Q equals to n comma n, then the ordered pair P cross Q, the Cartesian product P cross Q containing m comma n and n comma n. Okay, is it correct or wrong? Think. How? That is, what are the total number of elements of the set P? 2. Total number of the elements of the set Q is 2. Then what must be the total number of elements of P cross Q? It must be 2 into 2, 4. There must be 4 elements. But only 2 are given. It means, yes, it means definitely this is a false statement. Definitely this is, the given statement is false. The given statement is false. Then what is the correct statement? The correct statement is P cross Q is equals to, let's take a Cartesian product of these two sets. M relates N, M relates N, M relates M, M relates M. Next, N relates N, N relates N, and then N relates M, then N relates M. You can see there are 4 ordered pair elements are there in the Cartesian product P cross Q, whereas n of P is 2, n of Q is 2. It contains 2 elements, this contains 2 elements, therefore 2 into 2 is 4. See, there are 4 elements. Okay. So second is very simple question, you can work out in the home. Second example given in the textbook, you can see and you can solve very easily. Third one I will solve. If that A is 1, 2, B is 3, 4, find A cross, check whether A cross B intersection phi is a null set or not. Let's see. What is B intersection? Okay, solution. So first we will find B intersection null set. The intersection of any non-empty set with the empty set is always empty set. This is what we know already. This is true. Now, if B intersection phi equals to phi, replace B intersection phi as phi in this. So that becomes A cross B intersection phi is equals to A as it is. What is B intersection phi here? B intersection phi is phi, which is phi. So no doubt A cross phi is a phi. The Cartesian product of a non-empty set and an empty set is always empty. We already noted this point. Okay. If either the set A is empty or B is empty, then the Cartesian product is empty set, void set, or a null set. Therefore, A cross B intersection phi equals to phi is true. Note on this.